Hey guys, welcome back to another vlog. I'm currently filming in my parents' bathroom because there's people out there and I don't want to film out there. But we are about to leave for vacation. I am so excited. So I just want to welcome y'all to this vlog. It's gonna be so much fun. Today we're driving to Mississippi. That's kind of like our halfway point, and then we're staying the night there, and then doing the rest of the driving tomorrow. So yeah, this is gonna be fun. I'm so excited. If y'all are new, please subscribe, turn on those notifications, and all of that fun stuff. But I hope y'all enjoy this vlog, and it's gonna be so much fun. So yeah, stay tuned to the end. Bye.
Shrugged, seemed almost amused. I took a long look at the mirror I'd been avoiding.
Maybe. It's true I know him very well. We were partners for a decade.
Like a puppy confused by her master's command. Don't you know? I asked.
Know what?
I was working for you. I grabbed my glasses from the glove box, hesitated before reaching for the tote bag. I couldn't leave it in the car, but how would I explain the contents to my aunt?
She broke into a smile. Then we were hugging each other, laughing and crying.
Part 2, Chapter 34, Sarah Roberts Walsh.
Discovery Island, so keep those phones and cameras out. Really cool that they're all joining us here today. Not only do we work with them, take flight on their next adventure. And there they go. Thank you guys so much for joining us here today. We have a couple birds hanging out. Feel free to come up here, ask us any questions, take us any
are going to be the bongos there. Now, bongos are really cool because they are extremely quiet, very stealthy, and one of the best hiders out there. Because of all of these characteristics, they've been given the nickname the ghost birds. Look on our left side, though, you're going to find these Nile hippopotamus there. Now, the Nile hippopotamus will spend the majority of its day underwater. It can actually hold its breath for around 8 minutes at a time. And you see its eyes, ears, and nose are at the very top part of its head. It's just so it can come up for air without having to get its entire body out of the water, as it does actually have some pretty sensitive skin. It only really likes to come completely out of the water if it's getting closer to nighttime, relatively shady out, or a little bit cooler. Now we are going to start to approach Crocodile Bridge here. Crocodile Bridge is named this way though, because on our left side you're going to be able to see some of those Nile crocodiles. Now, Nile crocodiles do eat just about everything they see, so make sure we remain seated, friends. We just want to keep you safe on the safari. Now, Nile crocodiles are going to be the largest species of crocodile in Africa. I like to say they're just about as long as a giraffe is tall. They're going to have little dogs hanging out here. Now, the African wild dogs are also going to be known as the painted dogs. They do get that painted dog nickname from their really beautiful coat colorations. They look like they've been painted on. Now, they are pretty cute, but don't actually let that fool you. They're going to be one of the most, if not the most, successful hunters out in the wild, with anywhere from an 80 to 90% success rate on every single one of their hunts, just depending on how large the pack size is. Now, to put that in perspective, 80 to 90% is going to be more than double the success rate of some of our big cats. Lions, for example, only have around a 40% success rate. Now, looks like we're also about to make our way through these really big red mounds here. These are going to be termite mounds. Now, whenever termites build these, they kind of use whatever they have on hand. It's usually going to be a really great mixture of dirt, water, and animal dung. Sounds great, right? It does make for good building materials, though. Now, they build them up into those large towers that we're seeing here and let them bake in the Savannah sun. By doing this, they can actually harden up to be just about as hard as concrete. So, a lot of animals that are out here on the canopy, they like to hang out here to kind of get out of the sun a little bit because it does make really nice shadows around the Savannah. These trees, though, did not actually form naturally like this. It is going to be due to some of our larger animals like the Maasai giraffes, as well as actually the African elephant. Now for those giraffes specifically, they are going to kind of slowly eat away at those bottom branches and leaves, forcing the tree to grow taller. These do store thousands of gallons of water inside of their massive trunks. And during the drier seasons, a lot of animals will tap into that water with their horns, antlers, tusks, just trying to get that water out. As they use a lot of animals' lives, as well as has a huge impact on the ecosystem. So this tree was given the nickname Tree of Life. Looks like we do have an African elephant over there on our left side, next to that baobab tree though. Now the African elephant is going to be the largest land animal in the world. It can get anywhere from 8,000 to 12,000 pounds. You can see it's using its trunk right now to grab some of the leaves off the ground. Those trunks actually have more muscles in them than a human will in their entire body. Around 40,000 muscles in their trunks, whereas we have around 639. And we also have those greater flamingos over here on our left side. Now the greater flamingo are on our left side as well. Now the difference between the male and female lions is going to be in that male's coat there. He's got that big mane. Now what you might not have known though is that for those males, the darker the mane color, the older the lion.
Wow.
Alright, to kind of prune the bottoms of trees and create the really beautiful canopies that we're seeing around the Savannah like I talked about earlier. Now they're actually not just going to use their height, they also have the very long tongues which they use to grab the branches in this room. I mentioned that while we were by the okapi. A giraffe's tongue though is going to be around 18 inches in length, and it is actually a purplish black in color. Now it is that color because giraffes do spend the majority of their days eating, so that tongue spends a lot of time outside of its mouth. And if it was pink like ours, it would actually get extremely sunburnt. So that purplish black though, these little guys here on our left side are going to be the Nigerian dwarf goats. Oh, and it looks like the goats started decorating for the holidays. Look at those cute lights in the truck there. Now the Nigerian dwarf goats look pretty small, but I promise you they're all actually fully grown adults. They love to play in order to establish dominance within the group, and they can get really rowdy at times. Don't worry though, that playfulness is still just a sign of maturity. Now they are going to be the second domesticated animal out here on the reserve. The first being the Angkula cattle we saw out on this.
The wife who died young. It reads like the plot points of a secondary character in a novel, not my life. I imagine my former... Saturday morning, I'm up early, eating vanilla yogurt and watching Rory and Bruce debate whether to release a printed version of the eulogy Rory wrote for the way his hand remains on her lower back, and how easily that can shift from solicitude.
Brilliant help. Eva held her breath, staring at the details of Claire Cook's face, but not seeing them anymore. Instead, she waited to hear whether Liz would keep her secrets or reveal them all, dishing them up to her daughter like a late-night snack. Eva's...
Hey y'all, so I am back from vacation. Sorry I look like a hot mess, but you know, it's fine. But I'm gonna go ahead and end this vlog. I hoped y'all enjoyed this Disney trip. It was really fun. And then I do plan on filming Christmas. So stay tuned for that. Make sure your notifications are on, and subscribe and comment and do all that fun things. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.